marvelous pass for him. I wonder what the wind chill factor is here today at 323, like anyway. Amato, Scelzi, a monster side-by-side qualifying run. Gary Scelzi demolished the race car yesterday. A spectacular engine explosion. They were able to bring this car out. It is called the Eddie Hill rule, ironically enough. Got a backup car, you can bring it out. Joe Amato in the far lane. Gary Scelzi. Qualifying points, very important. This Winston Championship could be decided just on the points the guys pick up in qualifying. Let me tell you, this racetrack, pretty good right now. Scelzi already sitting there at the top spot at 452. A chance, mind you, to run a sub-record pass, and that would be another 20 points. Both of these cars capable of running in the 440 range and grabbing that 20 bonus points. Jimmy Brock there, a few last-minute tuning adjustments on Joe Amato's car on the far side of the race course. Amato with a 453 already, Scelzi with a 52. Scelzi just wants to get a good, comfortable pass down the racetrack in this car, one that he hasn't run in quite some while. Alan Johnson, bring it up. You're just about on the line. As good a side-by-side qualifying run as you're going to see this year. See if anybody can run in the 40s, get the record, and get those bonus points. Good run for both. Oh, my! Look at this for Gary Scelzi. Unbelievable. Oh, my. Gary Scelzi. And horrendous explosion, and the car actually twisted around. The front of the car is facing backwards. Gary Scelzi in the roll cage. Still have not seen him climb out of this race car. Unbelievable. And there he is, Gary Scelzi with the safety safari folks out of the race car and walking away. Just unreal. Watch the Team Winston car again. The engine explodes at the top end and watch the race car. Oh my, the entire back half of the car comes apart into the wall. The front of the car turns around, is facing backwards. Watch it again. This is just unbelievable. The car just arches up. From the angle at the top end of the racetrack, the fire, then watch this. We've never seen anything quite like this in Top Fuel. Oh. Spectacular into the wall. Gary Scelzi. Let's go down and check out with a guy that had the best vantage point for this. He was in the other lane, Steve.
Well, the ambulance has just departed the scene with Gary Scelzi inside. He waved to me that he was okay before the doors shut. Let's hope that's true. As far as the crash is concerned, it's one of the worst we've seen in many, many years. You can see the engine came completely apart, split right down the middle. You can see the rods and pistons. The crankshaft is out of it. The car performed the way it should. The cage broke away, and Gary Scelzi climbed out of it. Joe Amato, what did you see?
Well, my car was spinning the tires, so I lifted, and the engine fireballed. Then the car actually buckled up in half like a Bronco, and then it just split in half and started going in circles. And that's the most violent explosion I've ever seen in all the years I've been racing Top Fuel. I mean, I'm glad Gary's okay. Thank God for the safety of the NHRA cars.
Joe Amato, by the way, jumped out of his car and ran to the scene, was one of the first people here to see if he could help Gary Scelzi. Thank God, NHRA and the men that write the rules. Amen, Joe Amato. Bob?
Joe has seen a lot of these things, and to say that's the worst that he has ever seen in his career, that is saying something. Now remember, Scelzi and this team demolished a car yesterday. This is the backup car, and watch this again. It is just spectacular and amazing. Amazing that Gary Scelzi walked out of this race car. The whole thing just arches up, the front and the back half of the car come apart. He hits the wall, spins the front half of the car around. Just unbelievable.